Welcome along to another Chris McPherson Show live watch along. Some EuroLeague basketball action. Week 38. The final week of the regular season is here, and there's certainly positions up for grabs as teams jostle to try and maximise it. And this game has plenty of bearing as Real Madrid play host to Crvena Zvezda. The Spanish side currently sitting third. They can climb as high as second, but can slide down as far as sixth depending on results. Crvena Zvezda sit in seventh at the moment, however, in that play-in spot. They're at top of the play-ins at the moment, but again with results could drop as far down as 10th, but can also climb up to sixth and get themselves out of the play-in playoff picture. So plenty on the line here. The Crvena Zvezda need the win. Real Madrid, well, a win could lift them up into the top two pending other results. So we're looking forward to seeing what comes of all this today. It's a big game for these two sides heading into playoff basketball or play-in basketball, depending on how it all washes up. A few other games in action already this morning, most notably Olympiacos. They're up against Milan, and they lead 35-32 in the second quarter. A win will secure top spot for them. Other matches that have some potential playoff and play-in permutations. Fenerbahce are playing LDLC and LDLC Asvel, and they lead in the second quarter as well, 29-27. They currently sit in fifth and haven't been on a great run in recent weeks, so certainly going to be interesting to see how that one shapes. Both teams are out on the court. Just holding a moment's silence for Jose Emilio Santamaria. And we'll be underway with play very, very shortly. Great to have you all tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video. If you love your basketball content, hit subscribe on the channel. Get involved in those comments. Let us know whereabouts in the world you are tuning in from. Are you barracking for? Are you chasing a Real Madrid win? Or maybe you're behind the Serbian side, Crvena Zvezda. At the moment, silence ongoing for Emilio Santamaria, the former Real Madrid football player. Multiple title winner at the club. The moment silence comes to an end. The Spanish crowd are up and ready, hoping their side can get the result and maybe, just maybe, sneak into a top two berth, which means that they will get one of the teams out of the play-in in the first round of playoffs. Serbian Ultras are in as well. They are up and about. The young men from Belgrade ready to get behind their team here. And here we go, underway early. Real Madrid come away with it from the centre tip. Zonia is there. Tries to fire it wide. The ball intercepted by Nawara. Gives it off quickly. They can't control it. They're nearly out of bounds in the end. Carter has to hand it off, and it goes back and is intercepted by Real Madrid. Campazzo kicks it out now. Okeke. Campazzo has it again. Drives up towards the three-point line. Little fumble. Manages to hang on to it. Can't get the pass. It's just batted down, and it ends up with Tyson Carter. Gets it down the other end. And shooting is Nawara, who's fouled. Zonia with the foul. So that'll be a shooting foul, and Nawara will go to the line for 2 free throws. Gets the first of them. And the second. They lead 2-0. .45 seconds gone in the first quarter here. Little scrappy from both teams to start. Campazzo has the ball just over halfway. Lofts it up. And a foul called. Azonia, the player, fouled. Miller McIntyre, the man giving the foul. Bit inbound ball for Real Madrid. In they come. Okike. Campazzo. That's Okike for three. And he nails it. Beautiful shot. 45 degrees on the right. Minute 12 gone, and Real Madrid lead 3-2. Moneke. Miller McIntyre. Just outside the three-point arc. Sweeps it around to Carter. Back to Miller McIntyre for Crvena Zvezda. A few step overs. Step back for three. Left well short. Out of bounds. Real Madrid ball. Offensive press heavy from Real Madrid there. Just forced that shot late in the shot clock. Campazzo now brings it down court. Carter trying to hustle. Real Madrid with the ball. Comes out now, Hazonia. Hazonia decides to push into the lane. Gets up and over. Can't get it to go. Rebound taken by Nawara. He kicks it out wide. Three-point shot taken and hit for Crvena Zvezda. Chima Monike. 5-3. We get another foul coming. This time on Tyson Carter. Be another inbound ball near halfway for Real Madrid. Great to have you all tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video. If you love your basketball content, hit subscribe on the channel so you can stay up to date with all of our basketball content and others. Campazzo kicks out wide. Another three-point shot and drained again. Back-to-back threes for Okike. Three-point shootout early here in Madrid. Nawara. Hands off Okike. Gets called for a travel. Travel called against Crvena Zvezda, so it will be Real Madrid ball. Zonia gives it to Campazzo. Campazzo pushes in towards the lane, kicks it out now. Okike for three, doesn't get this one, just finds the front of the rim and it spits out. Miller McIntyre drives down court, hands to Nawara, who decides to step back for three, and he hits one as well. They're going both ends. 8-6. Nawara, beautiful shot. Campazzo with the ball for Real Madrid. Drifts his way into the lane, draws the foul. Bolomboy, the perpetrator. I think they're going to say it was a non-shooting foul. We'll just confirm that. Absolute three-point shootout early doors, though. No. Was judged a shooting foul in the lane. He hits his first one. And the second, and we're tied up at 8. Miller McIntyre will go straight down court for Crvena Zvezda. Miller McIntyre working with Nawara. Nawara up for three from the 45 on the left and hits it as well. Jordan Nawara, his eyes open, lights out, shooting early here. 6:10 on the clock as Campazzo drives into lane, rolls it up and over. Can't get it to go. They do get the rebound, though. And Tavares gets his first bucket of the game off the rebound, 11-10. Miller-McIntyre. Just sweeping across the three-point line. Gives it off. Nike. Nawara floats it up and over. Oh, that is a nice shot on tight angle. And he's going to get the and one. 13-10 with a free throw to come. Just all over Hazonia there. Gabriel Deck will check in. Hazonia checks out. Nawara at the line. Adds another bucket to his name. Already 11 points in this first quarter. Loose pass from Real Madrid, out of bounds straight away. They just try to push the envelope. And now to be baseline ball at the defensive end for Crvena Zvezda. Tyson Carter to inbound to Cody Miller-McIntyre. Miller-McIntyre across halfway. Screen set by Bolomboy. Nike's there, but Campazzo reads the pass, intercepts it. Then beautiful work, just laying it up. Okike gets another two. 14-12. 5:15 on the clock. Okike up to 8 points. Miller-McIntyre with a move around the outside. Deflected pass goes to Bolomboy. Back to Miller-McIntyre. Moneke now. Moneke, Carter on the left for three. And another three goes down. This is electric shooting from Crvena Zvezda. They are now, as Real Madrid try a hit and hope three from way downtown. 4 from 5 from three. Now pass into the lane. Beautiful work defensively after Moneke tried to get up and over the Real Madrid player. Just held his ground and forced the error. Did he get last touch though? No. Campazzo dived and managed to bat it back into Moneke. So it should be Real Madrid ball here, but we've got a timeout. So very helter-skelter opening exchanges here in this one. Crvena Zvezda sitting in 7th coming into the game. Real Madrid in 3rd. Plenty on the line. Both sides know they need to get the results as camera pans out and a couple of celebrities in the crowd. Novak Djokovic and Luka Doncic. It's getting plenty of warm applause from the crowd. Djokovic will be starting to get himself ready. For the next Grand Slam or maybe some Masters 1000 action, but the tennis tour very much around the European continent at the moment, while the Lakers have got a couple of days until their next game. As the playoffs in the NBA get started, but here we go again. 3-point shot thrown up there by Maladon. Doesn't go. They get the rebound though. Deck kicks it back deep towards halfway for Campazzo. Campazzo now Deck for three. Doesn't quite go. Scrappy rebounding. Goes up again. Missed again. And Crvena Zvezda come away with it. But they were out of bounds there. Definitely out of bounds, but the referees missed that. Campazzo for three, though. It spilled out for Real Madrid, and Justice is served. 17-15. 4 minutes remaining in this first quarter. 3-pointers dropping left, right, and centre. Miller McIntyre. For Balomboy now. Balombe now. Hands to Moneke. Moneke kicks out deep. 3. And drained. Looks like Davidovac out there now. An inbound ball from the late foul coming in for Real Madrid. What can they work here? Deck reversing and gives the ball short. Nice little mid-range jumper. Put away by Tavares. 3-point ball game now. 3 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Miller McIntyre doing the point guard work. Hands off now to Jared Butler, who's come in off the bench. Butler trying to work overtime. He's manhandled and has the ball taken away. Tavares ball inside. Nice little layup. Easy work for Gabriel Deck. Gets us to a 1-point ball game. Now Butler. Steps wide to the left. Gives it inside. Rivero's out there, the Cuban. Little slick move. Rolls in. Doesn't get the bucket, but he'll get 2 free throws. Draws the contact right under the bucket. Tavares frustrated. The big man from Cape Verde. The Cuban got one over him there. Very minimal contact, but the referee's called it, so unless the coach is going to challenge it. They won't, so Rivero hits his first. Joel Balomboy just getting some treatment after he slid over before when we had that moment where it appeared the ball had been taken out by Crvena Zvezda, but the referee's played on. He just rolled his ankle as he slid over the sideline. But with 2 minutes 30 on the clock, it is 22 points to 19. Crvena Zvezda leading. And a travel call now against Maladon. And so Katie Miller-McIntyre will have the ball. Nice little bounce pass. Rivero at the free throw line. Gets in for a jumper. Doesn't go. Rebound is taken by Anders Feliz. Feliz just carving his way through a number of defenders. Kicked out wide. Miller-McIntyre got a hand to it, but it was batted down for Trey Lyles. Now Maladon. Back to Feliz. Lyles working in on the right edge of the lane. Gives it back. Running out of time. They shoot for 3. Maladon can't get it to go. Rebound was taken by Ojale. They kick wide now straight away. Crvena Zvezda, and Butler hits another 3 for them. That is now 6 from 7 from 3-point range. Absolutely phenomenal. Anders Feliz over the top for Deck. Just trying to stay inside the sideline. And lets Jared Butler get a hand of the ball, and it spills over the sideline, so it will be inbound ball in the attacking half for Real Madrid. Great to have you tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video. If you're enjoying the content, hit subscribe on the channel. We'll have more EuroLeague action throughout the playoffs. This will be the only game for week 38, unfortunately, just due to some other commitments. But 5 seconds on the shot clock here. Maladon to inbound. Feliz drives into the lane, gets a little jump up, banks it in off the backboard. 2 points. 1:15 on the clock till quarter time. Balombo looks like he's good to go again. Miller McIntyre pushes out now for Dobrik. Dobrik Goes into the lane for Rivero. Rivero dispossessed. Referee says it came off Usman Garuba, which means it'll be Crvena Zvezda ball. At the attacking baseline. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Lob back in Rivero. Gives it to the man sweeping around in Butler. Butler, a little crossover, step back for 3. This one doesn't go, and Real Madrid take the rebound through Feliz. He's now the man on the ball. He goes for a 3 of his own and drains it from a good stride back from the line. 1 point ball game. 38 seconds remaining till quarter time. Been plenty of big shots. Miller McIntyre now driving in for Crvena Zvezda. Gets his way into the lane, tries to get up and over, doesn't quite go. Couple of hands swat at it, and it falls for Maladon. Just under 20 seconds remaining. No shot clock now. He'll try and manage the clock and be smart about this. Chance to take the lead just in the shadows of quarter time. Maladon drives into the lane, just underhanded roll, gets the 2 points. We're going to say there's a foul here for an N1 as well. Eventually, just looking for the referee signal. Rivero trying to guard the smaller man. He just got around him. That's exactly what's happened. So, N1 for Real Madrid. And it drops with 5.5 on the clock. 27-25. No, Trey Lyles checks out, sorry. Chuma Okike checks back in. Miller McIntyre. What can Crvena Zvezda do with 5 seconds? That was almost there from Dobrik, but didn't quite get there in the end. So, despite Crvena Zvezda leading for most of that first quarter, at quarter time, it is Real Madrid with a 2-point lead, 27-25. A leading scorer as well for the visitors, Crvena Zvezda. It is Jordan Nawara with 11 points, well clear. He's responsible for almost half his side's points, including 2 from the 3-point line and 3 from the free throw line. He's also got 2 rebounds to his name and an assist. We then have a cluster of players with Butler, Carter, Dobrik, and Moneke all on 3 points. On the other side of the ledger, it is Okike, Chima Okike leading with 8 points. We then drop back to Anders Feliz with 5, and we also have Facundo Campazzo on 5. Campazzo also with 3 assists. So they're your leaders. Early days, Nawara was lights out with his early shooting. Had a few opportunities at the free throw line as well. While we're at the break, let's take a look at the other scores that are in play. And we've got at halftime, Fenerbahce Istanbul on the road, 48-42. They lead at the half over LDLC Villabon. Maccabi Tel Aviv trail by 1 early in the third quarter to Virtus Bologna. Olympiacos leading Milan 47-45 at the half. And obviously this one in action. And then Partizan Belgrade leading Baskonia Vitoria 41-33 with 3 minutes remaining in the half. So there's your recap of the other games in the first quarter's break. We now get ready to start the second quarter here. And it's going to be Crvena Zvezda with the ball. Inbound pass is just swatted back out by Anders Feliz from Real Madrid. So we'll start again. 1 second ticks off the clock. So Miller McIntyre, Butler, Dobrik, Okike, all out there. As is Milenovic. He's the man that gets the ball. Stefan Milenovic. Nice little spin move to get past Maladon. Hands it off now for Kalinic. Milinovic again on the ball. Over the top for Butler. Butler, little shovel pass inside, overhit. And Zundu goes down holding his face for Crvena Zvezda, but Real Madrid are on the move at the other end. And a foul is called. Let's have a look at the replay. Looks like it's going to go against Stefan Milinovic. It's not set there. So it'll be a shooting foul. Theo Maladon will go to the line for 2 free throws to extend the Real Madrid lead. No, just go for 1. They're saying the bucket counted. The bucket counts and 1, 30-25. Great to have you all tuning in. Love it if you could hit like on the video. Hit subscribe on the channel if you're enjoying the content. And get involved in those comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from around the world, what country, and how you're spending your Thursday night or Friday morning, depending on where you are. Now we have a foul at the other end, this time called against Usman Garuba. Looks like all he got was ball there. That seems harsh. Watchalong will go to the line. Watchalong hits his first one, 30-26. Doesn't get the second one. Ball spitting about. Batted down. Falls for Maladon. Real Madrid come away with it. Maladon kicks it out. 3-point shot for Real Madrid. Hits the front of the rim and the rebound is taken. Rebound's taken but then taken away. And then sneaky Gabriel Deck for Real Madrid gets the 2 points. Never giving up on the play there, Real Madrid. Get it done. (32-26). And a timeout called by Crvena Zvezda. Well, we need to find a response here. They're leading late into that first quarter. Gave up the lead in the final minute or so. And then it's been a slow start to this quarter as well, which is not ideal. A 5-1 run for Real Madrid to start the quarter. As I said, don't be shy. Get involved in those comments. Let us know whereabouts in the world you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Who do you want to see win? Or if you've got some bets or wagers on, let us know who you've backed or what you've backed. As the camera keeps finding its way back to the 2 Serbian superstars sitting at the side of the court. Luka Doncic and Novak Djokovic in attendance. Crvena Zvezda with the ball through Jared Butler. Butler works it down towards the top of the 3-point line. Little crossover move. Steps into the lane. Thinks about a shot. Steps in again. Just gets the overhand move going and gets 2 points. Butler gets 2. Little deficit back to 4. Real Madrid with the ball now. Anders Feliz gives it off. Trey Lyles is out there. Little spin move. Floating it over the top. Can't go though. Rebound taken by Azundu. And then a foul called on Deck. Gabriel Deck from Real Madrid. So it will be Crvena Zvezda ball inbound on the sideline. Well, what if it gives to Butler for Crvena Zvezda? Butler driving. Kicks it out wide to the left. 3-point shot taken and drained by Nikola Kalinic for Crvena Zvezda to get it back to a 1-point game. Just under 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. And as Feliz has been fouled, and he's very animated, and he's giving everyone his feedback. So it's going to go against Milanovic. The inbound ball for Real Madrid. 8:07 on the clock. Gabriel Deck now, wide out on the left. Just inching his way in towards the lane. Gives the ball off. Nice little handoff. Nice line. Usman Garuba gets 2. 34-31. Now Crvena Zvezda with the ball through Jared Butler. Jared Butler hands off for Ojale. Ojale now for Kalinic. Kalinic driving into the lane, trying to bank it off the glass. Doesn't quite go, but they take the rebound. Kicked out now. Milanovic for 3. And he drains it. 45 degrees on the right. Hits that cleanly, and it's 34 apiece. And as Feliz slicking his way through the lane, draws a foul. Does he? No. Maybe he has. Telecast not really helping when they're showing us a replay from a minute ago. Will be Real Madrid ball. 34-34. So Feliz will inbound it from the attacking baseline. Garuba. They kick deep now. Maladon's there. Maladon just goes through a gaping hole. Swatted away though. Zundu calls that there's no foul there, but the referee says there is. So you have to think Maladon will go to the line. Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, got the trailing hand. He did get ball first. Got the trailing hand and arm. So that'll do it. You won't want to challenge that one. So Theo Maladon to the line. Already has 6 points to his name. Make that 7. Up for his second free throw now. Maladon for Real Madrid. And he hits that to make it 8 points for him so far on the evening. 7 minutes and 15 remaining in the first half. Jared Butler drives his way down court. Gets past Anders Feliz. Little crossover goes into the lane himself. And then it is swatted away. Just absolutely hammered by Usman Garuba. The big Spaniard slaps that out and just get that out of here. Will be Crvena Zvezda ball, and they come back in. Milanovic for 3, doesn't get it to go. Lyles can't get the rebound, and then Anders Feliz gives a foul. The shooting foul. So Zundu will go to the line for 2 free throws. Gets his first one. Back to a 1-point game. And the second one as well. Big arc on that. Big high arc. 36 apiece though. 6 minutes and 45 seconds remain on the clock. Real Madrid in possession. Maladon getting muscled. Lyles gets the ball back. Returns it to Maladon wide on the right. Kicks down to the right wing for Gabriel Deck. Now Trey Lyles trying to spin in the lane. Butler is called for a foul. He straight away signals to the bench that he wants a coach's challenge. Did look like he got all ball. Be interesting to see whether they'll challenge this. First replay certainly looked like an all ball, and they will use the coach's challenge. Well, they know they're just going to get him checking out. So I saw him run to the bench. So no coach's challenge. Trey Lyles will go to the line. 36 apiece at the moment. 6:35 on the clock. Great to have you all tuning in. Love it if you could hit like on the video. Hit subscribe on the channel if you're enjoying the basketball content. Lyles gets his first free throw for Real Madrid. And get involved in those comments. Don't be shy. Let us know where you are watching from around the world and how you're spending your Thursday night. Lyles up for a second free throw for Real Madrid. Gets another. 38-36. Milanovic drives down court. Under pressure from Maladon, but slides away from it. Butler dispossessed by Anders Feliz. Butler gets a hand on it. Ball scrappily bounces. It's come off a boot. Crvena Zvezda coach, Sasha Obradovic, is absolutely up and about. Referee's going to say it's come off the boots of Maladon. I'm trying to work out the end decision here. He's Crvena Zvezda ball. Jared Butler for Moneke. Moneke, little spin move over the top, trying to get the foul. Doesn't get the foul, doesn't get the bucket, and away come Real Madrid. Maladon gives it in. Moneke gives a foul as Deck tries to go to the bucket. Moneke's collapsed the boards here. I'm not quite sure what's happened. Don't know if it's just frustration or if it's actually... No, he's holding maybe his quad. There's not a whole lot of contact on it, so it doesn't look like a contact injury. As Deck drains his first free throw. 3-point lead for Real Madrid. 6:06 on the clock. Moneke is trying to get that leg to come good. They get both free throws here. That's a 4-point lead. Miller McIntyre back out there. Kalinic now reversing from the left edge, trying to get into the lane. He turns it over though. Deck lobbed up, missed alley-oop, and then it goes out of bounds. Despite Sergio Llull trying to dive for it and throw himself after it. It was scrappy there at best from Crvena Zvezda, but even scrappier from Usman Garuba, who just missed it. 3-point shot, doesn't drop for Crvena Zvezda, swatted. Good follow-up work. That was Kalinic with the swat, and it fell for Ojale. And Awora's out there, but he gets called for a travel. 11 points in the first quarter. He'd love to add to that now. Real Madrid ball, though. Almost halfway through this second quarter. It's a lot of turnovers. So for Crvena Zvezda, 9-4. They lead that stat. Far from ideal midway through this second quarter. Llull now. Campazzo. Back to Llull. Just working the ball between the two of them, the two smaller bodies. Campazzo flicks it inside. Nice and easy. Trey Lyles just gets it in the paint. Takes another 2. They lead by 6. Now Crvena Zvezda. Miller McIntyre. Kicks right to Kalinic. And gets the work done. Gets dispossessed and away goes. Real Madrid again. Campazzo pulls up for 3 and drains it. Lucky jersey 7 hits a 3 to extend the lead out to the biggest of the day. They lead by 9, and unsurprisingly, Crvena Zvezda call a timeout after another offensive error from them, and their turnovers are now in double digits. I need to find an answer here, Crvena Zvezda, very soon. Otherwise, they will be consigned to fighting their way through the play-in tournament. Olympiacos in their game, speaking of teams being locked into things, leads 64-50 over Milan, which you think will be enough of a margin for them to secure top spot. Fenerbahce lead in the third quarter, 59-42 over LDLC Villeurbanne, which would again suggest that that will be enough for them to lock in a top 5 spot, maybe even a little bit higher depending on results. Of course, Crvena Zvezda needed to win this and have Zalgiris Kaunas lose tomorrow to Paris to lock in a top spot. To lock in, sorry, a playoff spot, not a play-in spot. Tomorrow we've got Zalgiris Kaunas up against Paris. We also have AS Monaco, who are sitting in a play-in berth, up against Hapoel Tel Aviv, who are sitting 4th at the moment. Valencia Basket, who will know whether or not they'll have a shot at top spot, which looks unlikely, sitting in 2nd. They'll head to Dubai. And then Panathinaikos will take on Anadolu Efes and Barcelona and Bayern Munich. That is the closeout of the final round. We're back in play here. Carter on the ball for Crvena Zvezda, kicks it in. Watchalong just rolls it over the top. That's a much better move from Crvena Zvezda. The Serbian side get 2 back, 45-38. Law kicks it wide now for Real Madrid, and then crashing the boards is Usman Garuba. Another 2. Coming in hot and hard. He's up to 4 points. 47-38, 3:53 on the clock. Miller McIntyre. Jordan Nawara. Back to Miller McIntyre on the left. Time ticks down. Nawara drives into the lane, just jump shot from mid-range, and he gets fouled in shooting. Shot does not drop. So he'll go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. So it will be Crvena Zvezda with 2 free throws here. Through Jordan Nawara, 11 points in the first quarter. Yet to register any in the second. There's his first point for the second quarter. As they try and chip away at what will build itself out to a 9-point lead for Real Madrid. He hits both. Gets the lead back to 7. He leads all scorers with 13. The next best is a cluster of players on 8. Facundo Campazzo, Chima Okike, and Theo Maladon, all on 8 points for Real Madrid. Campazzo hands it off there. Trey Lyles working his way into the lane. Can't get the shot to hit the target though, and quickly going the other way. Nawara gets up. Nice little assist. Rolled to him. And he flies through the air and slams it home. 47-42. Nawara's up to 15. Facundo Campazzo now. It was Carter with the assist for that nice move for Nawara. Law floats it wide. 3-point shot, and that is absolutely drained by Mario Hezonja. And they bring up their 50 points with 2:45 on the clock. Chima Monique pulls up for 3, trying to get the response. Can't get it to go. He misses everything. Now Lull. Straight away, Real Madrid. Campazzo thinks about the deep three. Zonia from the edge of the lane. Doesn't quite drop. Monique takes the rebound and gives it off to Miller McIntyre for Crvena Zvezda. He pulls up for three. Doesn't drop, but the rebound taken. They can't get the shot to go on the second attempt, and it comes away, falling for Real Madrid. Campazzo takes it. Lofting it into the lane. Lyles can't control it. Monique says, I didn't touch that. I want the captain's challenge because it was given as a Real Madrid ball. He keeps repeating. He wants the challenge. Coach's challenge. Coach's challenge. 50-42, 2-11 on the clock. Let's see what they do here. Coach is going to challenge. They're going to review. Let's have a look. Does he get a touch on it? It's going to be tight. It's going to be a very close call, this one. Player's very confident, though. Looks like he definitely gets contact on it, but it's just about who gets last contact. And I'd have to say, based on that, I would be saying that Trey Lyles gets last contact. But I'm not a referee, as we've seen many times on these decisions. They zoom in here. Pixelated now. Looks like it's been filmed on a potato. Good to have you all tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video. If you're enjoying the basketball content, hit subscribe on the channel. This is absolutely a guessing game. It's certainly not decisive, so they may just stick with the on-court decision. So it will remain Real Madrid ball. And fair enough. As I said, if I had to make a decision just off the video, I would have gone the other way. But when an on-court decision's already been made, there wasn't necessarily enough to definitely overturn that. So it will be Real Madrid ball. Campazzo in at the baseline. He sweeps back around, gets the ball, and just goes the underhanded layup. And they lead by 10. Big lead for Real Madrid here with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Ball kicked wide. Campazzo gets a finger on it and bats it out of bounds. So it will be Crvena Zvezda ball. Miller McIntyre to inbound. Deep in the attacking half. Zundu's there. Hands it off now to Tyson Carter. Carter drives just inside the three-point line. Misses his jumper. But the rebound falls for Miller McIntyre. He couldn't really advance, though, because Zundu was laying flat on the floor. Deep three attempt. Doesn't quite go from Nawara. Looked good. Wasn't far away as Campazzo takes it down the other end. Flicks it out the back door. Kicked wide. Three-point shot. Doesn't go. That was Hazonia with a three-pointer from wide on the right. Couldn't go for them. Now, Crvena Zvezda with Miller McIntyre. Steps back, kicks it wide to Carter. Carter for three. Again, doesn't go. They're just hitting and hoping now. Backs against the wall for Crvena Zvezda. 1:05 remaining until half-time. Work the ball back now. Lull for a lob pass into the lane. And nice and easily done from Walter Tavares. Now, 12-point lead. They keep extending their best lead of the match. Nawara kicks wide. Miller McIntyre. Jordan Nawara driving into the lane. Zundu's there. Can't get it to go. They bat it on. And eventually it drops for Zundu. 54-44. 34 seconds on the clock till half time. Campazzo, a little spin move, doesn't really get anywhere. Works the screen of Tavares. 23 seconds on the clock, 14-second differential, shot clock to game clock. Campazzo, a little spin move and pass and smashed home by Hezonja. They lead by 12 here with 12 seconds on the clock. Kicked out wide for Carter here for Crvena Zvezda. They really need a bucket to finish the quarter and finish the half. Jordan Nawara with 2 seconds on the clock. Can he get a shot away? He can. Gets it up and over the top. And that'll make it 56-46 at the half, I think. That is correct. Jordan Nawara leading all scorers with 17 points. He's also got 2 rebounds and 1 assist. Next best for his side. Going to go all the way back to Jared Butler with 5 points. They're just reviewing whether or not this shot got away, so it might just be 15 points. I'm going to think they're going to scratch it off. He hasn't got that shot away yet. So maybe it'll be 15 points. That hurts for Crvena Zvezda. No basket, so he will be 15 points. So there you've got it. So that was the numbers on his side. Butler, 5 points. Other leading rebounders, Azundu, 6 rebounds, 4 points for Crvena Zvezda. And then in terms of assists, we've got Miller McIntyre with 3, Carter with 3, and Moneke with 3. On the other side, the only man in double digits, Facundo Campazzo, 10 points, 5 assists. He's also got a steal. And then you're going back to Theo Maladon, 8 points. Chima Okike both on 8 points as well. Maladon, 3 rebounds, 3 assists as well. And they're kind of your leading numbers at the moment. So we'll take a break. We'll rejoin you in about 10 minutes or so with the second half of this match between Real Madrid and Crvena Zvezda. At halftime, it is Real Madrid leading by 12. Welcome back to our live watch along. Great to have you with us as we get set for the second half here between Real Madrid and Crvena Zvezda. And I tell you what, there's still plenty on the line, but Real Madrid have been setting the tone in this second quarter after they snatched the lead in the shadows of quarter time. They have not looked back. Out to a 12-point lead at the main break and looking to further secure their position on the EuroLeague ladder. A win here does give them a slim chance if Valencia go down. Well, actually, it'll lock them in if Valencia go down tomorrow into second place, where they will get to play against the first of the winners from the play-in tournament. Speaking of that play-in tournament, Crvena Zvezda, as it sits right now, are locked into that play-in tournament. Because unless they can win here, they will not climb to 6. They will sit at best in 7th, just depending on results from those other games, most notably involving Panathinaikos and Monaco. It's very unlikely that Barcelona in 10th will be able to catch them. Barcelona, though, not completely locked into the play-in. A loss for them and a good win for Dubai would see Dubai leapfrog them into 10th place. So plenty of permutations to be able to play out tomorrow as the last of the round 38 games play. And as soon as we know the schedule, we will be able to lock in if and when we'll be able to do some live watch-alongs for the play-in and play-off games. But we're set here for the second half, the third quarter almost ready to get underway. Great to have you all tuning in. If you haven't already, I'd love it if you could hit like on the video. If you're enjoying the basketball content, hit subscribe on the channel and get involved in the comments. Very quiet this morning. Not a lot of commentary running from you guys. Happy to engage with you on whatever you like, from EuroLeague to football to other basketball or the NBA. Lots happening there. But let us know. Get involved in the comments. Let us know what you're doing with your Thursday night or Friday morning, where you're watching from. We are underway in the third quarter as Kobe Miller-McIntyre misses the first shot. Last touch is going to be said that it's come off Real Madrid. And so, with 3.1 seconds on the shot clock for Crvena Zvezda, Miller-McIntyre will inbound. Little fumble there and a turnover, and away it goes. And coming away with it is Abalde. Alberto Abalde for Real Madrid. Now just stepping inside the three-point line, Hezonja will get 2. $14-point lead. Real Madrid add another nail. Miller-McIntyre. They're draining threes for fun early, Crvena Zvezda, but they've started to get a bit erroneous, as they just did there. That's out of bounds. That really looked like it came off Nawara, but the referee said that it's going to be Real Madrid ball. It's going to be Crvena Zvezda ball, so it won't have been judged off Nawara. So 14 seconds on the shot clock. 8:59 on the game clock here in the third quarter, and Miller-McIntyre will inbound it in the attacking half. Gets it in. Finds Moneke. Moneke goes into the lane, kicks it out. 3-point shot. Left short. Miller-McIntyre gets the rebound, though. Gets the bounce pass back into the man who shot that three-pointer in Dobrick, and he hits it. 58-46. 1 minute and 30 seconds gone here in the third quarter. Campazzo. Oh, beautiful spin move. Drives into the lane, rolls it up, banks in off the glass. Another 2 points. Can play some basketball for Kunde Campazzo as Miller-McIntyre kicks it wide. Dobrick can't get it to go. The rebound falls. Missed shot again. Their shooting is falling off a cliff at the moment. Crvena Zvezda, or Red Star Belgrade, as many of you would know them. Spin move there, rolling it over the top, just too strong from Mario Hezonja. It's out to a 16-point lead. And Sasha Abradovic, the coach for Crvena Zvezda, is just absolutely scratching his head. And he'll call a timeout. Early in this third quarter, as the home side Real Madrid get out to a roaring start here, a 6-2 run to start this quarter. It was a 7-1 to start the last quarter. Crvena Zvezda just bereft of responses so far. Tough times for the Serbian visitors. The good news is they're going to play in basketball. Bad news is they're going in some very ordinary form. At one point, they were 5 from 6 from three-point range. Since then, they are 3 from 12. 8 from 18 in total. That's shooting at 6 from 22 from two-point field goal range. If you compare that to Real Madrid, who are 17 from 24, there is a 43.5% differential in shooting percentage. Real Madrid also slightly better in the three-point range now at 46%. Realistically, the only area where Crvena Zvezda are winning this game is in the rebound count. A lot of offensive rebounds, but if you see that, there's been a lot of offensive rebounds followed into missed shots. So they'll miss their first up, get the rebound, miss their second up, and then turn it over. Milan McIntyre. Swings it wide now. There's a step over work. Nawara floats in. Can't get it to go. Another miss. Batted back. Falls for Milan McIntyre. He'll hit for 3. Again, doesn't go. They can't buy a bucket at the moment. It's having a little bit of issue with the stream. We'll get that back in one moment. Stream just dropped down. Now we're back, and as we do, Monique hits a 3. Something coming for Crvena Zvezda. 62-49. Apologies for the lag there. We're back and in business. Campazzo. Drives his way into the lane, draws the foul. He'll go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Good to have you all with us. Make sure to hit like on the video if you haven't already. That helps us to grow our footprint, which means if we can grow our footprint, we can bring more content to you. Campazzo hits the first of his free throws. Takes himself up to 13 points. Misses the second one, though, and Nawara takes the rebound away, and away he goes. 6 minutes 30 on the clock in this third quarter. Nawara leaves the ball behind. Fortunately, it falls for Azundu, who finishes off the 2 points. Campazzo drives into the lane and then just loses the ball over the baseline. Maybe, just maybe, they're trying to find something back here, Crvena Zvezda, and it's starting to work a little. Campazzo having a night out so far, 13 points and 5 assists. As ball goes into the legs of Tavares and out of bounds, so it will be 14 seconds on the clock, on the shot clock. Crvena Zvezda ball. Milan McIntyre with it for Crvena Zvezda. Nawara tries to present front and center. He does, gets over the top, but misses the dunk. Couldn't get over Tavares. And at the other end, now Real Madrid through Hezonja. Hezonja gets in. Get the stop, though. So now Crvena Zvezda ball. Work it down through Miller-McIntyre. He gets to the three-point line, gives it off to Azundu, sets a screen. Miller-McIntyre had a step of space if he wanted the three-point shot, decides better of it. Pushes to the free throw line, gets up and over and drains the two. Plays the percentages, get it back to a 10-point game. Almost halfway through this third quarter. That's his first score of the game, Cody Miller-McIntyre. Averages 12.5 points a game as he fouls Campazzo. Just looking at that, no players really in foul trouble from either side. A couple of players with twos, but no one on three just yet. As Crvena Zvezda on a 7-1 run here to get this back to 10 points. And Miller-McIntyre swats that down. He couldn't hang on to it. As Campazzo regathers, gives it off. They kick wide. Hesconia can't get the three to go. Nawara takes the rebound. Nawara floats it over the top, but he floats it over everyone, including the baseline. As Real Madrid's coach, Sergio Scariolo, urges them to calm their jets and not get drawn into this frenetic game of basketball and playing the scrappy way Crvena Zvezda are. Abalde gives it off now. Campazzo for Real Madrid. Wide on the left. Thinks about the three. Decides better of it. Gives it inside to Hezonja. Back to Campazzo. This time fakes the three. Steps to the left. Drains the three. And he is absolutely lights out tonight. Takes him to 16 points. 66-53. 4:14 on the clock till three-quarter time. As Campazzo gives one back away in terms of fouls. Just grabbing the arm of Cody Miller-McIntyre. Made that look easy, Campazzo just pulls up on that three. Jordan Nawara checks out. Now, Zundu gives it to Butler. Butler pushing in towards the lane, steps back, goes again, over the top, floats, it doesn't quite go, batted up, batted down. Walter Tavares comes away with it. Campazzo doing the work here. Lofts it over for Hezonja. Hezonja drives into the lane, draws the foul from Butler. And will go to the line for two free throws. He telegraphed what he was doing, and Butler still couldn't do much about it. Clearly a physical mismatch. Just trying to slow him down. Had a swat for the ball. So Hezonja at the line. Hits himself into double digits with the first free throw. Takes him up to 10 points. 10 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. And he'll make it 2 from 2 here, will he? Yes, he does. 11 points. They lead by 15 again. Miller-McIntyre. They've done so well to carve it down to a 10-point lead, and then just a few concessions back to back, and all of a sudden, backs are against the wall again. 3:30 on the clock here till three-quarter time. Butler, just a hit and hope pass. Hezonja takes it away. Kicks it out wide now. Campazzo for three. Doesn't go. Moneke is back there to take the rebound. He goes down court quickly for Butler, who lays up for two. That's better. It wasn't frantic. It wasn't hit and hope. He saw Butler on the quick break and gave him an early ball. Butler up to 7 points. Campazzo on the ball for Real Madrid here. Wide on the left. Skips past Miller-McIntyre. Thinks about setting up the three. Decides better of it. Now gives it to Hezonja. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Takes the three-point shot. Left short. Butler's got the ball. Kicks it back now. But we're going to have a foul on Campazzo, who's not happy about it. Looks like the referee got that right. He just leant forward into it as Butler was losing his balance. So it'll be a foul. Leant forward, made contact. If he held his feet and Butler had to come into him, would have been a different story. Campazzo takes a breather. As Butler now drives into the lane, pops it up over the top. Azundu gets there on the second grab and pops it home. 11-point ball game. Nice finish there from Ibuka Izundu. Azonia for 3. Doesn't go. Miller McIntyre takes the rebound. It's great to have you all tuning in. It'd be wonderful if you hit like on the video. Get involved in those comments as well. Let us know where you're watching from. And of course, if you're enjoying the content, please hit subscribe on the channel. Helps us to grow the channel, as does liking the video, and allows us to send the video out there wider in the algorithm. All those wonderful things that YouTube operates in the background. As Moneke has been fouled, so he will go to the free throw line. Chima Moneke. It's the first free throw, Moneke. 10-point ball game. Can get it into single digits here. Let's look at Doncic and Novak Djokovic sit courtside. 2 Serbian men watching their Serbian side. Second free throw is good for Moneke, up to 5 points for the game. Moneke gets a quick steal away here and takes it down. Just lays it up to really continue the momentum. And looks like Real Madrid will take a time out. 17-12 run in this quarter. As we said, the first quarter, Crvena Zvezda had all the running early. Then Real Madrid got the advantage just in the shadows of quarter time. Real Madrid dominant in the second quarter, but now Zvezda fighting back, not giving it up just yet. Speaking of that, Olympiacos definitely won't be giving things up. They will finish on top of the ladder at the end of the regular season after an 85-76 win. Nikola Milutinov, their centre, one of their best. "15 rebounds for Milutinov in this game. So now we come out of the timeout. 1:58 on the clock in this third quarter. It will be Real Madrid ball. And Fenerbahce have won their game as well, which will be key for them, working their way into top of the rankings as Moneke gives away a foul on Theo Maledon. In games that don't affect the play-in and playoffs, Virtus Bologna will finish their season with an 89-85 win over Maccabi Tel Aviv. As Maledon now drives in for Real Madrid, floats it up, just swatted away, but the rebound falls for Lyles. 3-point shot, trying to go, doesn't go in the end for Anders Feliz. So it stays a 7-point lead. Kalinic trying to spin around, gets it back. Moneke. Miller McIntyre tries to shoot the 3, but leaves it short. And there'll be a foul called on Azundu. He couldn't really pull up much there on the missed 3. So winners it's determined in a few of the games already. Crvena Zvezda's countrymen with 6 minutes to go. Partizan Belgrade lead by 5 over Baskonia Vitoria. Real Madrid in the bonus here, so Anders Feliz will go to the free throw line. Try and take this back towards double digits. Gets the first one. He hits the second as well. 1:20 remaining until three-quarter time. Great to have you all tuning in. Please hit like on the video. Helps us to grow our platform. Jared Butler for Crvena Zvezda. Drives into the lane. Swatted away. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch will have come off Usman Garuba for Real Madrid. So it'll be Crvena Zvezda ball. Great block from Garuba. Miller McIntyre with the inbound pass. They try and work it into the lane. Little fumble there from Maneke under the bucket. And there's going to be a foul called on Miller McIntyre, is it? Which means Real Madrid will go back to the free throw line again, being in the bonus. They did so much hard work here, Crvena Zvezda, to get this deficit down to 7. Now they're just starting to throw it away with some ill discipline. Miller McIntyre steps out of the game. He's on 4 fouls now. Maladon at the line for Real Madrid. He hits the first. .55 seconds on the clock. Maladon for his second. Doesn't go. Swatted back, but falls friendly for Milinovic for Crvena Zvezda. So Zvezda now on the attack. Butler running point. Got Watchalong in the paint. He's going to draw a foul there. He's pushing into the lane. I don't know that it'll be a shooting foul. Usman Garuba seems perplexed by that. It'll be Garuba's first foul. We're going to have a coach's challenge here. We are going to have a coach's challenge at 71-61. Might be that I'll have a look here. He's on the move. Arms out in front. And that looks like an extension. So that could be a push against the offense. The Real Madrid crowd certainly thinks so. So this could be flipped, and it may well go against Jared Butler, which will be his third foul. No, they call stands. There you go. I definitely shouldn't be a video review referee for the basketball anytime soon, because that, I think they're going to say because he wasn't set and he closed the lane. The explanation obviously sat okay with coach Sergio Scariolo. But it'll be baseline ball, 39.6 seconds. And now we've got a foul here. Called on Trey Lyles. It's a holding foul. So Moneke will go to the line. Chima Moneke, already 11 points. 3 from 3 at the free throw line so far today. Try and get this back under double digits. Hits the first. There we go. 71-62. Could have it at 7 or 8 points heading into three-quarter time. We might just have a bit of a game on our hands. No guarantees, though. I do know this Crvena Zvezda team can go hot if they get the chance. Gets 2 from 2. 8-point lead. 39.6 seconds here on the clock. Real Madrid quickly down through Maladon. They want to get 2 lots of shooting. 3-point shot hit by Anders Feliz. Took a couple of bounces, but it dropped eventually. 74-63. 23 seconds on the clock. There's a 4.8 second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. So again here, they want to get a high percentage shot off, but they want to make sure they do it with good clock management. And they don't get the bucket, and they leave 10 seconds on the clock for Real Madrid here to extend it. And racing through. Oh, friendly fire. Butler's thrown himself from 100 miles. He's hurt the knee. He's taken out a teammate who's then fallen like a domino. Just watch this on the replay. Butler's sniped Moneke. Then knee on knee. Then Moneke's fallen into Anders Feliz. Yeah, that was knee on knee contact, I think. Yeah. The front of Butler's knee hitting the lateral side of Chima Moneke's knee. That's the last thing that Crvena Zvezda need right now. Moneke in a world of hurt. Butler seems okay. I hope that everyone's okay in the long run, but Moneke, if his face tells the story, in absolute agony. It will be Real Madrid ball. 2.9 seconds on the clock here till three-quarter time. It was batted out of bounds by Jared Butler. Basically, need to pass and shoot. Lull from out wide. That would be it. Oh, my goodness. What a shot. He banks it in off the glass. He was falling away, running away, almost out of bounds. That is an absolutely wild buzzer beater there. And all of a sudden, at three-quarter time, 77-63. They'll double check this to make sure he got it away. He certainly did. There's 0.9 on the clock when he hit it. He just had no right. He's 3 meters beyond the three-point line, inches inside the sideline, just getting the pass, turning and shooting, no look, falling away, and banks it in off the glass. And runs past Luka Doncic for a high five. He can't believe that he's hit that Sergio Lull. But what a shot. And you feel that's probably the death knell. As I said, if it was within 7, maybe it was a game on heading into the final quarter. But 14 points. They finish with a flurry there. As Novak Djokovic chats to the commentator. Djokovic, a known fan of Crvena Zvezda, getting behind the side with his opportunity. His Serbian countryman. But it's going to be a long way back. Going to need an absolute miracle. Put it into a tennis analogy there. A breakdown in the third set, looking at a straight set loss and trying to take it to 5. But at this stage, you have to think that Real Madrid have got the win locked in. Crvena Zvezda, what can they do in terms of putting the fight into this? Well, 10 minutes of basketball to find out. Can they pull off the miracle here? If it's anything like a Sergio Lull three-pointer, it'll be well worth hanging around and listening and watching. Great to have you tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video if you haven't already. We'd love it if you hit subscribe on the channel. Fourth quarter about to get underway. It's going to be Real Madrid ball. Chimanike still in a bit of a world of hurt there after that friendly fire collision. And Sergio Llull, the seasoned veteran, is still sitting there giggling about that three-point shot that he somehow hit on the buzzer. Maladon pushes it wide now. Lyles, hands off. Deck back to Lyles. Lyles just reversing his way into the lane up against Kalinic. Muscles his way over the top, can't get it to go. Anders Feliz bats it back and it falls for Maladon. Maladon lobs it over the top looking for Lyles. Lyles is appealing to the referee that he was held out. The referee says no. So now it is Crvena Zvezda with the ball. Ojale gives it off to Jared Butler. Butler to Milinovic. He gives it now to Ojale, who drains a two. It's a deep two, but still definitely a two. 77-65. I need to get some stops here. Deck gives it off. Anders Feliz slicing through there. Is Usman Garuba with another two. Garuba moves himself up to 6 points. Now Butler gives it off to Stefan Milinovic. Swatted away. Milinovic trying to kick it wide. Kalinic thinks about the three and it just has it slapped out of his hands by Anders Feliz before a foul is given. Almost a minute and a half gone in this final quarter. Foul will go against Kalinic. Just a little nudge there. Feliz doing the work for Real Madrid. Gives it off now. Maladon works his way into the paint and absolutely rejected and slapped out of here. Beautiful defensive work. Abuka Uzundu. That's a bit more of the aggression we want to see. It will be Real Madrid ball inbound at the baseline. Great to have you all tuning in. If you only just joined us, it'd be great to have you hit like on the video or subscribe on the channel or both. Get involved in those comments. Rebound falls. Maladon gets the two and he'll get the end one as well. Salt into the wound for Crvena Zvezda. Real Madrid continue to extend this lead. They're out to a 16-point lead, 8:11 on the clock. And Theo Maladon will go to the free throw line to add to his 11 points he's already racked up. Good news if you're a Crvena Zvezda fan. Chima Moneke is back up and moving, up on the bike. Just getting the legs turned over after that knock on the knee late in the third quarter. Maladon at the free throw line adds another. Takes himself to 12 points. 82-65. Biggest lead of the night. 17 points. Stefan Milinovic works his way towards the three-point line. Kicks it out to Nawara now. Looking for options. Just floats it over the top himself. Can't get it to go. And the rebound taken by Trey Lyles. Real Madrid are just all over Crvena Zvezda at this point. I think it's a reality now to accept that Zvezda will be going to the play-in tournament as Lyles spins his way into the post, hits a bucket and draws the foul to get an end one and possibly take this out to a 20-point lead. Again, hard to believe late in that third quarter, it was back down to a 7-point deficit. Active support for Real Madrid getting very rowdy as Maneke checks back in for Crvena Zvezda. Trey Lyles, the former Utah Jazz draft pick, hits the free throw. Make it a 20-point lead. 7.5 minutes remain. Lyle's 7 points with those free throws. Moneke now sliding his way in under the basket. That's a slick move from Chima Moneke. Much better. Moneke up to 14 points, 4 assists. And one of the best for Zvezda in a disappointing performance. Lyle's now on the ball for Real Madrid. Works his way into the lane, little spin. He's got 3 defenders on him. Gets the ball out. They're going to call him for a travel here. They will do. So it is Crvena Zvezda ball. Jordan Nwora pops it across. 3-point shot comes up from Kalinic. Doesn't drop, but last touch comes off Anders Feliz. So it will be Crvena Zvezda ball at the baseline, will it? No. They're going to say it bounced first. Let's have a look at this replay. It did bounce on the baseline first before Feliz touched it. So it's Real Madrid ball. Inbound at their baseline. 6:45 on the clock. Maladon just strolling it down court. No pressure here. Kicks it wide. Lyles for 3. Doesn't go. Nwora gets a rebound and a foul given against Usman Garuba. That'll be his 3rd foul. We see Dobric check back in for Crvena Zvezda, and as does Miller McIntyre. Miller McIntyre just works it down court, gets to the free throw line, pulls back, kicks it wide. Dobric back to Miller McIntyre. Moneke for 3. Misses the hoop and plenty more. They've got to get a quick shot away here. Can't go. There might have been a little bit of contact there on Nwora, but the referee plays on, so no bucket. 6 minutes on the clock here. Garuba. Little spin move over the top, doesn't go, but a foul called against Nwora. This little swat over the top on the arm. See, it's called as a shooting foul, so Garuba goes to the line, gets another one. 86-67. The Real Madrid active supporter up and jumping. Hits his second, bobbles up and drops. 87-67. And the 3-point hero from the 3rd quarter, Sergio Llull, checks back in. Miller McIntyre now doing the point guard work. Kicks it wide. Watchalong just has it knocked out of his hand as he seems to hang in the air forever and a day. Sergio Llull gives it to Garuba, who just crashes his way through and rolls it up. Sheer force with gentle, deft touch. And they lead by 22. Garuba getting another stop here. Just trying to go back to the replays now. Let's go live, guys. Real Madrid starting to rotate their players out now. Crvena Zvezda with the ball. Nwora, hand in there, swatted away. There's Garuba still hustling his way through everything. Last touch off Garuba. It goes out of bounds. 5:19 on the clock. Miller McIntyre now for Crvena Zvezda. Goes in, goes up. Count the bucket, they say, and 1. Something for the fans of Red Star Belgrade or Crvena Zvezda, depending on how you know them. Haven't had a lot of luck go their way since the first quarter, the Serbian side. Free throw doesn't go, though. So it stays at a 20-point ball game as we tick to the midpoint of this fourth and final quarter. Last game of the regular season for these two sides. Zonia. And so this is in the act of shooting the foul from Nawara. I would think so. So Zonia will go to the line. 11 points already for Zonia so far today. One of 5 players in double digits for Real Madrid, and we'll have a timeout called here. And Real Madrid have been on top in every quarter. They won the first by 2, the second by 10, the third by 2, and they lead this one by 6. Let's have a look at the other scores. We'll wrap those while we're here because they should all be done. One still showing some action, but Fenerbahce will go through into the play-offs. They'll finish at least 5th after a win over LDLC Villabon, 81-76. Virtus Bologna finished their season with a win, 89-85 over Maccabi Tel Aviv. Olympiacos secured top spot at the end of the regular season, 85-76 win over Milan. In the other game, Partizan Belgrade up by 7 against Baskonia Vitoria with about 5 minutes remaining according to this. So that one's drawn out a little bit. And then 5 more games tomorrow to close out the regular season. As we said, Olympiacos will finish on top. Real Madrid will go to second overnight. And Cesonia goes to the line here. After we got through all of that, it is the first that hits. And then it'll be dependent on the results from Valencia, Hapoel, and Zalgiris as to how the top 6, those play-off qualifiers all finish. As the second one falls for Zonia. And similarly, Panathinaikos and AS Monaco can both leapfrog Crvena Zvezda with wins. It's unlikely for Barcelona that they will. They would need a very substantial win, probably a almost 40-point win as it stands right now. As Lyles gets another 2. They lead by 24. Now again, a stop. A deflection comes off Crvena Zvezda. Real Madrid are just having fun with it at the moment. They're getting steals and stops for fun. 4:02 on the clock. Will be Real Madrid ball inbound here as Moneke takes another seat. So Garuba gives it off now. Campazzo for Lul. Lul working the ball outside the 3-point arc. Throws one up, leaves it a little short. Rebound taken by Dobrik. Miller McIntyre sweeping around the 3-point line. Carves it in for Ojale. Back to Miller McIntyre. 10 on the shot clock. Kicks it wide. 3-point shot for Dobrik and it hits. That's a nice shot out on the right wing. They get it back to a 21-point deficit. 3:23 on the clock. Campazzo working it around. Kicks it wide. Lul for 3. Doesn't get it to go. Miller McIntyre takes the rebound. Carves down court. Tries the bounce pass. Looking for Zundu, but it comes off Campazzo and goes over the baseline. So it'll be inbound ball, 18 seconds on the shot clock, 3:06 on the game clock for Crvena Zvezda. The Real Madrid fans are on their feet as Garuba makes his way back to the bench. Alex Len will get his first minutes of the game. Miller McIntyre pushes it out. Nice little pop over the top. Ojale. And then Azundu. That's nice teamwork, nice ball movement. That's much better from Crvena Zvezda. Azundu goes to 10 points. Loft pass and beautiful touch from Azonia. Azonia's been on today. 15 points for Mario Hazonia. Miller McIntyre kicks it out for Butler for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound taken by Len. Gives it off to Lul for Real Madrid. Campazzo now taking his time. Ticking down towards 2 minutes to go. Len gets up and underneath the basket. It runs around the rim and it drops. First points for Alex Len in this game. Less than 2 minutes remain. Just a procession from here to finalise things. 97-74. Strong performance from Real Madrid as they head towards the playoffs. Quick break here. Hazonia gets it. They lead by 25 points. Hazonia's put a late flurry on to get up to 17. Butler for 3, gets 3 back, just chips away at the deficit. 99-77, 1:30 on the clock. I'll take Butler to double digits as well. He's up to 10 points. Campazzo trying the round the corner bounce pass. It's picked off. Dobrik goes in, goes up, gets 2. Back to a 20-point ball game. Just some freewheeling basketball at this point as we head down to 1:05 remaining. Real Madrid managing the clock now. Hazonia on the ball. Hazonia happy to take the time. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Gives it to Lul, who'll drive into the lane. Roll it up and over and take an easy 2 and bring up the triple figures for Real Madrid. 1:01.79 with 45 seconds on the clock. Miller McIntyre kicks it out. Ojale for 3, and he drains it. Set his feet, hit it from the right wing. That's much better. Unfortunately, it's been the last couple of minutes and the first 8 minutes where they've actually starred here, Crvena Zvezda. Too little, too late as they get it back to a 19-point ball game. 30 seconds on the clock, 12 on the shot clock. And again, Mario Hazonia just carves his way through. Another 2 points for him. He's up to 19 points. He will lead all comers with this late flurry. Miller McIntyre into the leg of Campazzo. We'll bring it back. 16.7 seconds remaining on the game clock. 2.7 second differential shot clock to game clock. This will just be the last serious possession, you would think. A clinical win in the end for Real Madrid. As I said, we'll pop them to second overnight on the ladder as Ojale kicks it out. 3-point shot doesn't drop from Dobrik. And Lul will be given the ball and he will just wander this down court. And that will be all she wrote. 1:03.82. A convincing win for Real Madrid. They sit second overnight. I'll wait for the Valencia result now to come in tomorrow. And that will determine where they go to from here. But they are locked in nice and high. Home seeding for the playoffs. Let's run through those numbers. Leading point scorer for Crvena Zvezda, 15 points for Nawara, 5 rebounds, 2 assists and a steal. Chima Monique, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists and a steal. You then go back to Abuka Izundu on 10 points, 7 rebounds and an assist. Dobrik, 10 points, 1 rebound. And Jared Butler, 10 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists and a steal. Other notable numbers, 6 assists, 7 rebounds and 4 points for Kobe Miller McIntyre. And they are kind of your headline numbers. On the other side, plenty to get through here. Mario Hezonja led all scorers in the match. 19 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Facundo Campazzo, 16 points, 8 assists, 3 steals. Big numbers from him. We then roll back to 12 points for Theo Maladon. He also picked up 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Usman Garuba, 10 points, 1 rebound, 4 steals. And Anders Feliz, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. They are the majority of your leading stat getters when we run through all of those numbers. But it was a very comprehensive team performance for the Real Madrid side. Probably should mention Trey Lyles as well. 9 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. But again, comprehensive, a strong win for Madrid heading into the playoffs. For Crvena Zvezda, they will go to the play-in. It's just about where they sit there now. They'll be hoping that the teams in 8th and 9th that currently sit behind them all drop their games, but it's going to be tough for them. They need Panathinaikos and Monaco to both lose tomorrow, which realistically, when we have a look at those games, Panathinaikos will take on Anadolu Istanbul, who sit 19th, while Monaco take on Hapoel Tel Aviv, who are 4th and will be chasing a rise up the ladder. But again, that will be very dependent on results. So interesting times as we get through into the last day of the regular season tomorrow. But in the meantime, if you haven't already, please hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel. And full time here, it is Real Madrid 103, Crvena Zvezda 82. Signing out on the Chris McPherson Show, your home of the black and white sports, no grey opinions. Love it if you could hit subscribe on the channel, and we'll see you again next time.